Hi YouTube, Coinpicker here. Here are my thrift store finds for the week. Was really lucky this week. Went to one of my favorite thrift stores and one of my buddies that worked there was just pushing some new stock to the front. And he calls me over, he goes, "Hey CP, got some really cool stuff. Check this out." Hands me this box. He goes, "You should really buy it, it's good." And it's basically a silver box from roughly about 1890. It's called Chinese export silver, made for the West. And it shows a dragon and a phoenix and some flowers. And there's even a mark on the bottom. It has the character for happiness in Chinese, Fuk. Or Fuk. $9.99. Really cheap. And I'll just show you all sides. Pretty cool. Look at the workmanship, like really nice. So this is definitely a score. Even if it was something modern, not, let's say even silver plated, $9.99 for this kind of workmanship, it would still have been a steal. Something modern would still be worth, silver plated, let's say $30. But for an antique made of sterling silver, well, I won't say sterling, let's say coin silver, most likely, 90%. I would say it would be worth, reasonably, I'd say a good $500 Canadian. Really nice, good workmanship. And I did acid test it and it turned out fine. I'll just give you a weight on this. Well, this will go into my personal collection, not for sale. So it's about 162 grams of coin silver. Oh, sorry. That was my finger. 163 grams of coin silver. So probably a little bit under $100 Canadian of silver value. But I'll give you a really good close-up. And this is a stylistical rendition of the character for, I believe, Long Life. Very well done. I even got the Coinpicker father-in-law seal of approval on this item too. So from the research I did, this is probably made in the Guangzhou, southern China area, because a lot of the manufacturing was done there for the West, and it's still done there these days as well, a lot of factories. So the character, this chop mark or stamp mark, it's probably the manufacturer's mark, or maybe even the exporter, probably to do with like a company name. That's what I figure. Saw something similar on eBay. It was probably double the height, similar construction, similar design, and they were asking for buy it now at $1,200 American. It's still there, so I guess that's a little bit on the high side, but gives me a rough idea what I can ask for this. That's why I was thinking half size, you know, half the price, or, you know, something like that. But pretty cool. But okay, again, not for sale. Next, I picked up this Byzantine sterling chain, Byzantine style sterling chain. And I actually had to do some research to find out that name of that type of chain. It's super heavy. Only paid $6.99 off of the custom jewelry rack. And right off the bat, when I picked it up, I thought, wow, it is heavy. And it is marked. Right, check this out. It says 925, albeit upside down. And it's also stated 925. Let's get into focus, guys. Also 925 on the other side of the thing here, the clasp. Right there, 2 places. And, you know, going by the quality, like a lot of areas, they actually have silver solder. So it's not just pinched together. So very high level of manufacturing, high level quality. And the weight, I already checked with the magnet. It's not magnetic. Super bright after I dipped it in silver cleaner. But yeah, I'll give you a weight on this as well. Again, Mrs. Coinpicker staked her claim on this. Well, it's very wearable still. So right at 1 ounce. So I paid $6.99, and 1 ounce of silver is roughly about $23, $24 Canadian. So this is good. Just by the silver value alone, I've got at least, what, 3.5 times the value? Yeah, roughly 3.5 times the value. And a wearable chain is probably worth like double spot value, I would say. So, probably could sell it, if I were to sell it, for about $60 Canadian. And this one little bracelet I got for $5.99. Obviously, this is a much better find, but I thought it was really interesting. Right. Yeah, it's a you could say it's an Egyptian revival silver bracelet. And I believe these are also like a scarab design. Really neat. Really neat. I looked all over, did not find like a silver mark, but it just has the quality of fine silver, not magnetic. And let's also weigh this. All right, I paid up a little bit on this, but I just thought the quality was pretty cool, really nice. 9 grams, so probably got it pretty much at spot value. And this is also something very interesting. Vesuvius eruption, March 1944. So it's some sort of souvenir package of pictures of the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. That was on Western Italy, or west coast of Italy. They had the eruption like a couple thousand years ago that destroyed Pompeii and Herculaneum, I think it's called Herculaneum. Anyways, with the magic of editing, let's snap our fingers and see what happens. Wow, wasn't that cool? See, I know a little bit of magic. Anyways, check out all these pictures. And they're from Italy, and each one has, I guess, a description on the back. Napoli panorama. La funicolare de Vesuvio. All right, well, have a look at these pictures. A little snapshot in time, pun intended. So we have some streetcars. Streetcar going up the mountain. That's Napoli. Some sort of shop. Mount Vesuvius. And there it's starting to have some smoke coming out of the top. Very interesting that, you know, they sold souvenirs of a natural disaster. And what's really interesting, this was right before the end of World War II. So I'm not sure when they would have started to sell these to people. Probably afterwards, you know, maybe after the war, a year later. Who knows? But I got these from the Salvation Army thrift store. It was in the display case, and it was only $1.99, which was dirt cheap. There you have it. How many cards are here? We're talking about, let's see, 16, 17, 18, 18 cards? If I count it right. 16, 17, 18, yep, 18 cards. Tried to look it up on eBay, couldn't find anything similar. So maybe it will do well on it. Maybe I'll give it a try. Throw these online. What do you think, guys? You think I can make 50 bucks or more on this? Definitely has a coolness factor for sure. Anyways, these are my finds for the week. The star, I guess the star of the show is this box. Really awesome. This chain was not too bad. Nice and heavy and makes the missus happy. This was interesting. These were interesting and cheap. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Coinpicker out.